LaMelo Ball.
2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for MP.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. MP out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And for Charlotte, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
And it's the Pistons to start out.
Go, check Terry.
Cunningham against Ball. Harris a screen on Miller. MP passes to Harris, and he banks in the layup. Harris has got the opening basket of the game for the Pistons.
Love that play call by MP, finding a way to create for his team.
Miller outside. It's deflected. Thompson passes to MP. Duren sets the screen for MP. Cunningham outside. Shoots over Ball. Cunningham's shot is off. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring points.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight, to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
And here is MP following LaMelo Ball's 3. Hurt misses. MP against Bridges. Here's Ball over Cunningham. Ball no good.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
MP passes to Duren. MP deciding where to go with it. With the drive. Hornets with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
6 on the shot clock, and the basket by Okogie.
Knocked down that time by Josh Okogie. He's been working on that jump shot, and you can tell, trying to be more consistent with it.
Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Like 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
Here's Williams. Following the basket by MP. Shots good by Miller.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
MP against Miller. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Such a wide open look. Hurts got 5 now. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Takes it inside. Good on the shot.
That sudden burst by Ball is so effective. Zipping in before the defense can react.
MP against Miller. And Duren slams it in.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Harris against Bridges. Five on the clock. Williams, a screen on Harris. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by Harris. The Pistons trailing. MP right side. MP sets the screen for Thompson. The three from MP. Another miss by MP.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Bridges outside. The three-pointer no good. The Pistons have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. MP sets the screen for Thompson. Kicks it out to MP. Here's a Kobe. He's covered by Thompson. Right side, Ball. Out to the right wing. Here's a Kobe. Last time out he had 13 points. Williams outside. Thompson with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that
possession. Charlotte in the lead. And here is Ball. Got a 24-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. Fires the three. And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at Oklahoma City. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Detroit, they're happy with this latest stretch of games. This is the time of year for optimism. At this point, anything is possible.
MP against Miller. Duran with the screen on Miller. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Mark Williams.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And through this early portion break of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. 5th on the list, the Hornets.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Hurt. Stolen by Ball. Pass to Bridges. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. The Pistons leading. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send him double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Bridges. Following the basket by MP. Williams, a screen on Cunningham. Ball from long range. Rebound, Detroit. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
Outside Williams, and stolen by Thompson. Bridges against MP. Pass to Duren. MP with a screen on Williams. Back to MP. 4 on the shot clock. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Okogie. Ball against Cunningham. Shot to stop the run, and Ball puts it in. Ball's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Among the best ball handlers in the league for sure. LaMelo right to the rack.
Duren a screen. Hurt the pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Hornets trail by 5. Bridges outside. Poked away and stolen by MP. Thompson in the corner. MP outside. Harris a screen on Miller. Here's MP. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Pistons.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end. You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Harris a screen on Miller. Now, here's MP. This game, an incredible scoring display for him. And the dunk by MP.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 6. It's blocked, and they recover it. Miller with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
The first one falls. Mark the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Now Ball. He's got 12, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Pass to Holland. Over Bridges. Holland, no good.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Bridges. Holland with the rebound.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Beasley inside, defended by Mann. Here's Stewart. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Now, here's Ball. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. And it's in there. Ball's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Pass to Holland. Back to Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Stewart, a screen for Schroeder. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Pistons lead by 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In the corner, Ivy with it. Kicks it out to Beasley. Over Green. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
LaMelo Ball is out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Salon in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Pass to Salon. Green with the ball. Covered by Beasley. Here's Nurkic. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Going to work. Nurkic puts forth such an effort on offense. That's what gets him his looks.
And here's Ivy. Back to Schroeder. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touch by Schroeder.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Charlotte making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Duren comes in for Holland. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Malik Beasley. Hornets trail by 4. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Puts the move on, and the layup is good. Ball's got 16.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Stewart kicks to Hardaway. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Charlotte, they've got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. A tight game here in Charlotte. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Nurkic dishes the ball. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Tell you what, the competitive spirit of Ball, I absolutely love it. This guy is relentless.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Green, the pass to Ball. Shoots over Schroeder. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 6 points in the quarter. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Schroeder passes to Duren. Pass to Ivy. Shoots over man. The shot by Ivy, no good. And it's the Hornets ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Ball. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. So for the Pistons, Tobias Harris is checked in for Stewart. MP comes in for Ivy. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Cunningham kicks to MP. Duren a screen. The drive by MP. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Well, I love MP's mindset. His approach to the game mentally is really impressive. I mean, guys are always a chirping at him, but he maintains his composure and doesn't get rattled at all.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
MP outside. MP finds a gap. The Hornets pull it in. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball against Cunningham. Detroit with the rebound. And there's the drive. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Pistons lead by 1.
And on that drive, Cunningham utilizing that athleticism, blitzing the defense the moment he sees an open.
Ball with the bucket.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
MP with it. 14 points for him. The kick out to Cunningham. Here's MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Duren slams it in.
Nice possession. MP giving him a great look there.
Here's Ball. He's got 23. Pass to man. The kick out to Ball. Williams, a screen on Cunningham. They get the rebound. Williams can't get it to go. The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. MP outside. Duren finds MP. Here's Harris. And here is MP. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now, man. Outside, Green. Here's Miller. Back to Green. Pass to Williams. Here's Mann. No good on the triple. Pistons have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. MP outside. There's the lob to Duren. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Deep 2 from Ball. Hurt with the rebound.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Duren sets the screen for MP. Right there, that is highlight reel stuff from MP.
MP, a showman for sure. He has truly arrived.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. 6-point game. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Charlotte now entering the court for your viewing entertainment. The Hornets dance team. Make some noise.
Some changes here for the Hornets. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Josh Green. And Okogie subbed in for Ball. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in. Williams finds man. Here's Okogie. He's covered by Thompson. Miller, the pass to man. Just 5 on the clock. Over Cunningham. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from man.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Screen by MP. Driving in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Harris a screen. MP, that's for 2. Harris. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
And here are the Pistons. A big stretch here going 10-2. And the dunk by MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Hornets trail by 8. Man with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Williams finds Miller. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. MP sets the screen for Cunningham. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Cunningham's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons.
And defense has to guard Cade in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
Here's Mann. The shot that time, not on target. Cunningham with some nice D. Now, here's MP. Defended by Mann. MP finishes inside.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Miller. Knocks down the 10-footer. Miller's got 6.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Duran with the screen on Miller. Here's MP going inside, and the dunk by MP.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Yes, that goes in. 8 points for him.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Duran with the screen on Miller. Here's Hurt. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Mark Williams.
Good stuff happens when you take it to the rack. MP fouled in the act right there.
Free throw good, MP. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Man gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Stewart with the screen on Miller. The drive by MP. And MP throws it down hard.
The MP doing a great job letting the play develop, making the defense pick their poison.
And so Miller will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets, trailing by 13. Williams, a screen on Schroeder. Man, a three-pointer is right on target.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Thompson, a screen on Miller. Here's Hurt. MP strong inside.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Pass to Okogie. Lets a floater go. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Schroeder finds MP. Thompson, a screen on Miller. Here's Hurt. Miller grabs the miss. Hornets trail by 12. Pass to Okogie. Now, here's Bridges. Just 3 on the clock. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Pistons ahead. They lead by 12. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
We've talked about in the past, going on the road removes the distractions of home. And it can bring you guys closer together if it's the right group.
Yeah, but you still have people you barely know asking you to comp tickets. Oh, I hate the road.
And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Charlotte Hornets.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You're like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And so here's Charlotte, a 12-point game. On the court for the Pistons, Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Cade Cunningham out there with MP. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pistons leading by 12. MP outside. Harris a screen on Miller. MP kicks to Cunningham. From downtown, they grant their own miss. Miller against MP. Pass to Harris. Off with the layup. The Hornets shooting 43% for the game. There's the lob to Bridges. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
What a move, MP.
Oh, man, I love to see that. MP elevating.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Miller, the pass to Williams. Now Ball. Cunningham with some nice D. Pistons leading by 12. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Pistons passing it around. Pass to Harris. Sinks the triple. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Nice touch from downtown. Tobias Harris continues to look better and better from this area.
Ball from long range. Drills the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Duran with the screen on Miller. MP with it. Williams picks him up. Kicks it out to MP. Duran sets the screen for MP. 6 to shoot. And Duran slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Back to Ball. And Cunningham with the block.
Oh, great anticipation by Cunningham, managing to get his hand on that shot.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. No coverage that time. Ball's got 6 here in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Hurt. MP accepting the contact.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Miller. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Bridges outside. Ball with a wide open look. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Harris a screen on Miller. MP against Miller. Here's Hurt. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Ball, the pass to Miller. Over in the corner, Williams. Looking to end his cold spell. Miller, no luck. Pistons leading by 14. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Back to Ball. Down low. Here's Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his third assist on the night. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, "I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win." Kevin?
Yeah, it takes time, but nice to see his development. So for the Pistons, Hardaway's checked in for Thompson, and it's Jaden Ivey in for MP. And so Cunningham nails both of them.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Ball, the pass to Williams. Miller with the ball. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Harris.
Yeah, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
And Duren slams it in.
Boy, a good passer at his position. Harris knows when to look for his teammates.
Miller kicks to Williams. Pass to Ball. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. Ball's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pistons lead by 15.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Floats it up for Williams. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Cunningham. Duren down low. He's against Williams. Hornets trail by 13. Miller, no luck.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Harris finds Cunningham. Back to Harris. Clock at 6. Hardaway sets a screen for Harris. Out to Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Hardaway against Miller. Back to Ball. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the paint, here's Harris. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, big-time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. man, he's checked in for the Hornets. And then for Detroit, Stewart's checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. Miller outside. Williams sets a screen for Miller. And that's going to be a travel.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Here's Sasser. Pass to Ivy. And here is Hardaway. Connects from three-point range. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Ball. He's covered by Sasser. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Pretty smart play that time by Ball, calling for a pick and roll to throw the defense off the center a little bit.
Pass to Ivy. Four on the clock. Makes it off the glass. Ivy's got his third basket of the night right there.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Man passes the ball. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Back to Ball. Lays it up off the glass. Ball's got 13 points in the second half.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pistons passing it around.
I like the dish from Hardaway Jr., proving once again he's a team-first player.
Ball kicks to Bridges. Back to Ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Ball's got 38 points.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Pass to Hardaway. Stewart with the screen on Miller. Hardaway passes to Stewart. And then jammed down as he goes right over Mark Williams.
Boy, excellent recognition from Hardaway Jr. to find his teammate there. This guy's an unselfish player.
Williams a screen on Ivy. Here's Ball. It's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons leading by 20. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Stewart.
I see him.
And Ball comes to help. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Bridges against Hardaway. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Josh Green's checked in for Miller, and it's Seth Curry in for Ball. And then for Detroit, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Malik Beasley comes in for Hardaway. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Ivy. And Williams no good on that one. And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounding.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
Hornets trail by 18. Here's Bridges. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Thompson. Pistons shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's good from long range. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, I tell you, Bridges is doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Now here's Schroeder, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Shoots over man. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And so it's Detroit finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Trey Mann is out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Green. And it's Zalon in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
The screen from Thompson. And here is MP. Just 5 to shoot. MP keeping his balance right there.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. He takes it in. Outside ball. Man with it. MP's there. He gets that one.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Shooter kicks to Stewart. Here's Thompson. And the rebound by Nurkic. Hornets trail by 13. Pass to Salong. From outside, off the mark. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They led the game at 1 point by 20. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. To the inside. And the dunk by Stewart.
Smart pass by MP. Great to see a young player making the right decisions with the ball.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Man. Covered by MP. Outside ball. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
He's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
And the Hornets making a change here. Miller's checked in. Then for the Pistons, Jalen Duren comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Thompson.
Hey, the steady improvement LaMelo's made as a distributor and team leader. That's pretty admirable. He's becoming more and more of a go-to guy.
Fourth quarter of play.